Hey there, I'm Bill Smith, and for 25 years I was the head chef at Crook's Corner in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. For some reason, a bunch of kids from Guatemala showed up at my kitchen door one day looking for work, and I guess they heard that I was sort of sympathetic to to people, immigrant people showing up. And so one of the kids, he was a little squirty guy too. Anyway, I can't tell you how old he was. Yeah, he looks like a baby, but his name was Victor Lopez, and he was very ambitious, and he wanted to learn English really quickly. And at that time, they were having English classes down the street. I'm trying to think what building it is. And anyway, it's down near the Lantern Restaurant. There's a public building there. And so I sent Victor down there. I actually went with him the first time to make sure he got there. And it was a whole semester of it, I believe. And so that was my small encounter with the actual classes, but it was good for Victor for a lot of ways. He learned some English, but he also learned some social skills and felt more at ease in a new place. I say he looks like a baby. He's got to be I guess he must be 25 anyway. He jumped into, worked coal station in the kitchen. But restaurant kitchens don't pay enough money if you've got other obligations, particularly supporting families somewhere else, which is almost always the case. And so he then moved on into construction, and that's what he still does now. And he's hoping to be his own boss at some point, but he isn't there yet. So he works for, actually, among other people, a friend of mine who has a construction company, and I don't know. I mean, he's able to get by. I don't know if it was all because of that class. You pick up stuff as you go. The thing about these guys is that a lot of times that they're always working, and so there isn't time to go to class. So this class was an evening class, an early evening class, so it suited his schedule for a semester. I don't know if he could still do it or not, but I've always loved to read. And when I started reading before I went to school. I had an aunt who started teaching me before I was actually in the first grade, so I understood the principle of reading before I was actually taught it in school. And I spent much of my childhood in the library in the summer. I bought books. My father in particular was a great believer in the value of books. He wasn't really an educated man, but he believed that one ought to be. And so he was always giving us books, and my house is full of books. My house looks like this, so I love to read it. And for the 25 years I was at Crook's, I was so busy that often I would want to read, but I'd get home and I'd drink a beer and keel over before I'd read 2 pages. And so now that I'm retired, I'm actually getting caught up.